Okay. So we should be now live. I've taken some learnings from yesterday's stream. And we have the audio playing on my AirPods, so you can't hear it, Alan. Which is good. And we get to the same settings, audio-wise. The visuals, we've turned down to 720p. I think it's 3000 bits. Because this apparently is recommended over 1080p 6000 or 8000 bits. Due to the way that the Xbox encoder is essentially basic. So what I'm going to try and do is run it at 720p, this visual level, for a little bit, and then maybe do a test stream later on running around Riften maybe, because I keep this stuff consistent and see is it 1080. Let's see how accurate the information online is, but the audio is sounding fine, so I can now remove my AirPod and we can actually do something. Okay. We turn that down. I have a tea today. We're in for a slightly longer one, so the last one we got to 45 minutes. Today we're planning to go for 45 to 60 minutes, I believe, according to the prep sheet. Got the usual, 3 to 5 minutes of welcome and chat and to myself to re-establish the new settings. 35 to 45 minutes of gameplay. Going to go and actually pick up something more intentional to do on this stream. Then we'll do about 5 to 10 minutes wrap up. We'll talk a little bit about what I'm hoping to do for the next 2 sessions. So the way that these have worked is sessions 1 to 3, which is now Epitest stream 3 is now. These have been about warming up, getting into the groove of how to even go live, dealing with the technical issues that come along with that, seeing how they sound. As we've gone for we've made quite a few mistakes. We've had a lot of lessons learned, which is perfect. And from I'd say 3 to 5, it's more about us actually starting to try and play properly. So we can do that. Let me just get a swig of tea. So that's the game plan. And then 5 to 7, we should be getting into the more natural stage. So reflections from the previous stream. I'm feeling a lot better with this stuff. I'm realising I have to get a little bit comfier for the longer streams. The first ones I was sat upright, leaning forward a little bit. Not great for your posture. Not my usual seated position. But the talking stuff, not really a problem. I'm noticing when I listen to the VODs back, I'm using words incorrectly, which is something that I don't feel like I do massively. But it's just the nature, I guess, some subconscious nerves going on, so it's fairly standard. I'm not a moron when I say right in the kisser and I've shot a goat in the arse. I am aware that the kisser is in fact the mouth. What I was going to say was keister, right? Keister. There's a few things like that, but that's fine. So as we head to the end of the welcome chat section, which I'm not trying to fill, but we just are, I thought we'd have a little bit of a look at our options are within here. Now let's start by turning this miscellaneous off. And what I thought it'd be interesting is, I don't think I've ever actually done the Dawnguard. And when I have done the Dawnguard, I think I've always sided with the vampires. But I believe, yeah, we're a werewolf right now. So maybe I continue to spice it up a little bit and remove this tag. Oops, I did not mean to fast travel to the Thieves Guild. And we'll do the thing that I haven't done before, which is join the Dawnguard. Right? Where is the Dawnguard? That is convenient. Let's go. But yeah, that's the plan. So we're running at 720. I noticed in the last one at 1080, I think it was 4,000 or 6,000. The next one's either 6,800. I can't remember. I noticed that when moving, that's when the issues stats came through. Looking at the stream, if I just mute the chat column for a second. It seems to be a very similar thing with this, so it may just be that when running on Xbox, this is kind of where we're at. Now, obviously crisp, nice visuals is great. More interested in getting the audio right. I know that most people that ever do come to watch streams are lurkers. Not really overly watching the stream anyway, are they? I don't think so. Let me know if you disagree. But that's so something that I'll do the best I can get to get this. Okay, now to get this right, just trudging along at me in the stream to get the visuals right. But ultimately, there's only so much we can actually push the Xbox Series X. I'm going to assume that the Xbox Series S isn't going to be any better. So we'll do what we can do with this and milk what we can out of it, optimise where possible, go from there. That's all we can do. If it becomes a huge issue, then I'll address it where I can, but for the most part, bandwidth is fine. We're rocking about 300 to 500 down. Upload is strong, it's around the 100 mark. Could always be better, but it is what it is for a consumer level broadband. That's what we're playing with. So we'll try a 1080p at the highest bits at some point. I just get the impression that the Xbox, the encoder in the Xbox, isn't going to be keeping up with that point. Hearing some wolves. Oh my. Oh my. Been warming up. Nope. 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 God. Let's do some more. What was that? What the hell? Sensor, kill it. Jesus. Oh god. Okay. Did actually think the Dawnguard was really further away. I don't have any memory of. I feel like I have done this bit before. Oh, god, love a tea. Just love a tea. Gives me that content. You know, a game that I want to play. Just with a good cup of tea. Gives me that nice content feeling. Oh, see. I think the thing with the what the hell? Just a random wood elf. The thing with the visuals being at 1080 and the highest bitrate, I gather that the issue actually is. Have I gone past it? I've gone past it. Apologies. Is more so that you drop a lot of frames. But I need to figure out if those dropped frames are a better alternative to kind of the blurriness of moving quite suddenly in Skyrim. There we go. We've walked straight past it. No, I remember this being like a big open cave before. Canyon, some would say. Let's have a look. I was making some clips from the last session, which I'm going to start posting once. I actually wouldn't mind people watching this stuff in the meantime. You know, viewership, community is probably not top of the list. I feel like it wouldn't do me much credit.
You here to join the Dawnguard too? Truth is, I'm nuts. I've been anything like this before.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't feel like if we were actively pulling people to these now, I feel like it would do me more damage than justice. So
for a new vampire hunter, I guess?
not too far off though. I think I'm ahead of where I wanted to be. I I pictured I'd need to be doing around... Not today, rabbit.
You probably killed lots of vampires, huh? Suck you right up.
Yeah, loads of vampires. Yeah, I'm probably ahead of where I was. I thought it'd take me longer to get into the swing of things, which is nice. Something there's the minor adjustments, and I find that those minor adjustments are things that hopefully in time I can remove from the equation, like the slightly breathiness in the mic. Easier if I have a PC and an actual, what do you call those little pop cover things, right? Where we go? Can you show me? This way? Can we go this way? Yeah. No. Are they following me? Because that's not going to be ideal. We're going to assume that these big fiery pits are what we're looking to follow.
Well, you made it. He's running.
So I guess I must have maybe I've started this quest. Some of that dialogue was gone.
To join the Dawnguard? Good. Isran will decide if
Who
you
said
got
that?
what it takes.
Oh my
Go
god,
on.
where did you come from?
Why are we here, Tolan? The Vigilance and I were finished with each other a long time ago.
You know why I'm here. The Vigilants are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
And now you want to come running to safety with the Dawnguard. Is that it? I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that Fort Dawnguard is a crumbling ruin, not worth the expense and manpower to repair. And now that you've stirred up the vampires against you, you come begging for my protection.
Isra, Carset is dead. The Hall of the Vigilance, everyone, they're all dead. You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that enough for you?
Yes, well, I never wanted
Come
to.
on.
I tried to warn all of you. You know. So who are you? What do you want?
To join the
Got a
Dawnguard.
fire in your ability to kill vampires, eh?
Huge.
But look around. There's really not much.
Those
to go
pesky
on here.
vampires.
I've only just started rebuilding. I need someone out
Can
in
I
the
do
field
to help?
taking a fight to the damn vampires. Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. Tolan, tell him about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt.
Is that the house?
Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isran. He was at the hall when it was attacked.
That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires were looking for in this dim.
Sure thing. Other side of the world. Nice. Nice. We won't walk that entire distance. We've got to figure out how to scale the mountain. Hello, giants. Oh god. I'm all good, thanks. We'll find a different way. Could try and dodgily scale it, but maybe we'll head round. Sort of that giant community going on around here. Bugger off. Go away. It's pretty much like the other side of the mountain, so we'll just scale around the outskirts. I'll, in the meantime, touch on webcam. You'll notice there is not one. So with the Xbox, I believe you may be able to use the USB one, but I think they seem to lean towards you using Xbox ones. I want to say like the Kinect one or something, but that can't be right. That's way too outdated. Not overly comfortable with the idea of the face cam right now. For no particular reason, it just adds another facet for me to think about earlier than what I really want to be thinking about it. As in, sort of audio, visuals, webcam. It's not ideal to have to sort all those things at once. Removing one thing makes the other two a lot easier. Plus, this is a rough setup right now. I'm in my living room. It's a shared space. It's polite for me to consider the others that use this space. There's nothing stopping me in the future moving the Xbox upstairs into the office, which is probably what will happen in time, and I'll just have to move it between areas. I didn't want to do this, but I seem to have somehow ended up scaling this mountain. But that's fine. We've all played Skyrim, right? We know what the crack is. Yeah, I have a webcam, not an XR or whatever they're called. None of that fancy stuff. But we'll get to that. We'll get to it. I imagine once I get to the PC side of things, I'm gonna have to mess around with OBS and kind of retest some stuff. Scaling them out in my flippers. Vampires. This does look familiar. There'll be more vampires lurking around outside, if I'm being honest.
To come in here alone. A fool like all the rest of them.
He fought well there. Jedon and press off with no match for him.
Where are they?
Those two deserved what they got. Their arrogance had become insufferable.
All this talk is making me thirsty. Crap.
Bosh. He was talking to her, wasn't he? So we can probably assume that they're over there. Classic Steak Archer behaviour. Oops. Any background noise you're now hearing is my dog. She's got sick of my talking and moved to the other sofa. Oh my god, what is that?
Something's not right.
Vampire fledgling. Oh, is this the guy we just literally saw in the other place? Oh, golly gosh. I could take all this stuff, but I just don't feel like I'm going to be sticking around with this playthrough long enough for it to matter. It's kind of for testing, so, you know, progressing is key. It's open. Something really obvious that I'm not seeing here. Maybe there's a little avenue underneath we have to go through. Find out what the vampire's seeking. I feel like normally follow the game intuition quite well, right? And I can see what I need to do. I've noticed with the streaming that my brain doesn't work as efficiently. There's probably something really obvious that I'm not seeing here, but it doesn't work the same way. It looks like it's seeing me through somewhere else. Up here, maybe? Is that a thing? Go over this way? Lovely. To Skyrim. Oh, that's the way we came in. Yeah, this is the way we came in. Ah, am I being a moron? This way? Something different at least. Terrifying. Jesus. So, do a quick save. Probably not done enough of those. I'll take some of this stuff. Oh. There we go. Sorry, my dog has just wandered off, so I'm required to check on her. I can't tell where she's gone. She's not in the kitchen, so we're all good. She has her favourite spots, but she's probably gone to. Sick of my yabbing this morning. She's done quite well. She's been quite quiet. It's like a change in routine for her as well. You know, doing things a little bit earlier so we can go. Oh my god. So we can get these costs, we get them started at 7:30. Start coming, it's gone. 7:30 till 9, that's the goal. Dispose of these things. But yeah, she's done really well, to be fair to her. Can't give her too much stick. I'd just like her to be next to me, to be honest with you. Those of you with dogs will understand. I've also noticed that I kind of have to talk as if people are here. You know, I noticed in the first 1.5 streams I was talking, as I kept on reassuring myself that I know it's just me, right? As if that was like a bit of a problem. But I kind of accepted it. I have to talk that way because ultimately that's where you're looking to move towards, right? And constantly having to backtrack to reminding yourself it's just you is probably not an entirely progressive way of acting. It's not really super comfortable either. It's kind of a bit, it feels like you're putting yourself down. Even if I don't entirely see it that way, that's kind of how it is. So we're going to move forward with that same approach. Trust issues. Cool. Cool. I would have thought that my lockpicking was giving me a bit more of a chance with this. Oh. I always forget where it was. Okay. Oops. Okay, we're close. Further away. We're in. Doesn't really feel worth it, did it? Sure. We're looking like weight-wise. Oh, we're good for now. We'll just probably need to pick up that great shield, so we'll probably just drop that in a bit. These things are terrifying. Ooh, I'm okay. You could just Get back in the box, Death Lord. I like the scalability in Skyrim a lot. Like you find things in line with your level and stuff, which I think is quite rewarding. And there's a few ways that people can kind of get those things a bit earlier on, but I enjoy those about Skyrim. Do you know what? I'm good. I'm good. I'll see if we can shoot them from over here. Do anything? Don't know. I am trying to be silent in certain spaces in terms of let things sit a little bit without having to feel like I have to occupy all the space. Oh my god. I think that's a bigger challenge when it is just me in this conversation. I think also don't need to talk all the time. You know? A lot of the time, I guess. Okay. Okay. Oops. I'm super excited to play Oblivion now. Hearing some good things about it as well. I mean, I've heard some complaints about it kind of being, is it Unreal 5 with the creator engine? People saying, well, essentially the same game just looks better. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I can appreciate that people might pick it up thinking it's a new Elder Scrolls game. I'd be a little bit disappointed. But for those of you that have played it before, like, that's probably exactly what you wanted, right? Like, maybe a little bit better. I think there could probably always be there'll always be more optimizing we can push people to do. Just gonna let Jennings to deal with that one. But for the most part, I can accept a better looking version of the old game. Some of the characters look a little bit uncanny, but again, what are people expecting, you know? Interesting. Yes, I've seen them. Let's just let her deal with that while I have some tea. Oh, it didn't last very long. Oh, okay. Guess you guys aren't happy about what just happened. This isn't really going to plan, is it? I'm going to sneeze. I try to mute the microphone in those moments, but it's not as not as easy as I would like it to be. Sort that problem out. Yeah, I'll try to get to mute the microphone. I'm not sure how much it comes through, and obviously with this microphone being okay, but not perfect, I'm not sure if it just blows everyone's ears off, but I guess it's a good test to do, isn't it? Sneezing is a good test.
I'll never tell
tell you anything, vampire. I oath to Stendar. Stronger than any suffering you can inflict on me.
I believe you.
Oh, that made me nervous.
And I don't think you even know what you found here. So go and meet your beloved Stendar.
Are you sure that was wise, Lokio? He still might have told us something.
Quite a sight.
Maybe we're ourselves for nothing.
He served his purpose by leading us to this place. Now it is up to us to bring Harkon the prize. And we will not return without it. Vindalmo and Orthion.
Yes, okay, I remember this one, but I feel like I approached it differently last time because I was doing it for the
Yes,
vampires.
Of course, Lokio. Do not forget who brought you news of the Vigilance discovery.
I never forget who.
I don't know what this lever does, but I feel like I want to find out. Right. Okay. Surely the... Oh, dropping down. Okay. There's some stairs. Now, we could fight these people, or we could just bop them from a distance. Nice. Remembering some of the abilities I have is useful with a quick save fix. I feel like we have to probably fight that woman now, don't we? It won't budge. Stabs you? Yep. Yep, now we have to push these braziers. Can't really remember what I need to do here, but fill all of these lines up, I assume. What the heck? I feel like whenever you start doing one of these puzzles, you feel like a moron for the first few minutes, and eventually, when you figure it out, it's like, oh, wasn't that obvious? We should probably search these people first. Sure thing. Can't go one further that way. Can't go one further that way. What is the goal here? It won't budge. This one's not doing anything. Push that one in. Is this what we want? Why are you glowing? I don't understand. Does that mean you're in the right place because your fire is on? And now we can push you back into this one. Go, go, go. We did. I mean, yeah, okay, sure.
Who sent you here?
Stuff it.
Is he like me?
What do you mean, like you?
Can't you tell
A
just
vampire.
from looking at me? vampire.
The Dawnguard want
Not
me to
fond
kill
of
you.
vampires, are they? Well, look, kill me, you've killed one vampire. But if people are after me, there's something bigger going on. I can help you find out what that is.
Where do you need to go?
My family used to live on an island to the west of Solitude. I would guess they still do. By the way,
I got an
my name
achievement.
is Serana. Good to meet you.
I must have done this mission before. Surely I've not.
Your guess is as good as mine. This place looks pretty different from when I was locked away.
Surely I have. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yes, it is. And it's mine. It's complicated. I
You
can't
should
really
keep it
talk
because you
about
can't put that thing
Sorry.
down. What do I need to get from this person? Oops. Seems my LT and RT are not working. There we go. Leads Serena to her home. Where is your home?
It's on an island near Solitude. Hopefully we can find a boat to take us there. It's my family home. Not the most welcoming place, but depending on... Let's just say... Don't worry, I'm not in any danger or anything like that. It'll just be more unpleasant to run into my father.
So we have to go back to Vampire Island now, which I swear I've done before. That was very predictable. With her, and then join the Dawnguard.
Does the air feel heavy down here?
Yeah, it does. Having another moron moment. Bear with me. Noticing it's very dark on the stream. If I can turn the brightness up a little bit. Doesn't look like it's done too much, but we try. Feels like the right way, does it? That's good news. Feels like something's gonna spawn. Hello? Droga?
It'll be good to get outside and breathe again. I haven't missed the sunlight, but I do miss fresh air.
Well, help me find the lever and then we can all leave. So I guess I'm going to pull a lever somewhere and all these are going to open. Oh my god. Okay. Right, I'm thinking too hard. Okay. Hear that bones dropping down the stairs. Okay. This looks terrifying. This is not how I recall this going. Oh. God, it's kind of cool, like a little arena, isn't it, almost? What the hell? So unnecessary, why does that happen? Right. Take some of our arrows back. Rapidly depleting amount of arrows. Ooh, I hear it. I hear it. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Must be heading out. This has end of dungeon feels. There we go.
It's so good to breathe again. Even
Yep.
in this weather, it's better than the cave.
Right, so we need to take Missy back to her dad. Is that the plan? Watch keep. Head there, I guess, for now. Okay. Been meaning to really pick up this properly for a while, so it's nice to dig into it. I kind of don't want that Skyrim bug to come back though. Unless it's also allows me to play Oblivion, because that's what I want to do. So many games to play at the moment. We just go swim, is that the plan? Thought that was going to miss.
That's
Didn't
it,
look on
out there
target.
to the north. We used to keep a boat around here to get there and back.
Nice. Excuse me. I'm now noticing that the display that I moved from the bottom right to the top right is blocking some of the stuff. So maybe the top left is where we need to move it. Hello? Hello?
Hey, so before we go in there, I
What
want
is
to
it?
thank you for getting me this far. But after we get in there, I know your friends would probably want to kill everything in here. I'm hoping you can show
Our
some
friend the bot
control
is
on
back.
that. Once we're inside, just keep quiet for a bit. Let me take the lead.
Lady Serrano's back. Open the gate. Way I heard, Lady Serrano's been gone a real long time.
Okay.
How dare you trespass here? Wait, Serrana? Is that truly you?
Very quick to assume, aren't they?
Cannot
Just
believe
like
my eyes.
read the situation. Let me just see if I can move this overlay now. That way we can do some testing while we're here. I know the overlay isn't visible on the stream. Let's try that.
My lord, everyone! Serrana has returned.
I feel this not going too well.
I can't believe it. My long-lost daughter returns at last. I trust you have my Elder Scroll.
After all these years, that's the first thing you ask me. Yes, I have the scroll.
Of course,
She has
I'm
the scroll.
delighted to see you, my daughter. Must I
Why'd I
really say the words aloud?
feel like he has something to do with this from memory.
Ah, if only your traitor mother were here. I would let her watch this reunion before putting her head on a spike. Now tell me,
Can't get my weapon out.
who is this stranger you have brought into our home?
This is my savior, the one who freed me.
For my daughter's safe return, you have my gratitude. Tell me.
Wait till I'm a
what is
werewolf.
your name? I am
Goliath.
Harkon, Lord of this court. By now, my daughter will have told you what we are.
You're a reclusive cannibal cult. Don't really care what you are.
Perhaps you should. I count some of the oldest and most powerful vampires in Skyrim among the members of my court. For centuries we lived here, far from
No,
the
mate, I just
cares
don't
of the
judge.
world.
It's not that I don't care,
All that ended
literally.
when my wife betrayed me and stole away that which I valued most.
Do I get a
was about
reward
to
or finding?
suggest that there is but one gift I can give that is equal. I offer you my blood. Take it and you will walk as a lion among sheep. Men will tremble at your approach and you will never fear death again.
I'm aware of what will happen if I accept your gift.
Yes, I can smell it on you. The power of my blood will purge that filth and make you whole again.
I know if I want to
will
remain a
banish you
werewolf.
from this castle. I will spare your life this once, but after that, you... Perhaps you still need convincing. Behold the power!
It is quite convincing.
This is the power that I offer. Now, make your choice.
Your power seems to consist of you mainly wearing less clothes. I don't want to become a vampire.
Be it. You are prey, like all mortals. I banish you.
Nice. Can he see? Right. So we need to go back to speaking to Geezer in the castle now, yeah? Our little Dawnguard friend. How are we doing for time? 48 minutes. Wow, that's flown by. Ugh. That's actually a bit scary. I figured I could just fast travel into there now. No, is that gonna make me walk up here every time? Maybe that's because there's gonna be a cutscene-ish or something. Oh, go on then. Bam! 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 Oh, first try. Shh, don't say anything. Oh, we are here. I thought we'd spawned further back. Oh my, what was that? Didn't mean to do that. Or at least what I did mean to do was not that.
That's the last of
Come on, control yourself. You're at work. Come on, fine. They can come with us.
Look
Yes,
at this. I should have known it was only a matter of time before they found us. It's the price we pay for openly recruiting.
What a voice.
We'll have to step up our defenses. I don't suppose you have some good news for me.
I have news, but I wouldn't call it
Of
good.
course. Why did I suppose differently? Fine. Tell me what you know.
Oh, but stretching. The vampires were looking for a woman trapped
A
in Dim
woman?
Hollow.
Trapped in there? That doesn't make any sense. Who is she? More importantly, where is she?
She wanted to go home, so I took her to the castle. She's the daughter
And
of
so
the powerful.
you delivered her to them.
There's also an Elder Scroll.
They what? And you didn't stop them? You didn't secure the scroll?
Never got the
I suppose
chance.
you're lucky you're not dead. Or worse, one of them. By the Divines. This couldn't get much worse. This is more than you and I can handle.
So you're just going to give
When
up.
did I say that? We just need...
It's in your attitude,
we
Isran?
need help. If they're bold enough to attack us here, then this may be bigger than I thought. I have good men here, but... there are people I've met and worked with over the years. We need their skills, their talents, if we're going to survive this. If you can find them, we might have a chance. Right to the point, aren't you? I like that. Not like those fools in the Order. We should keep it small. Too many people and we'll draw unwanted attention to ourselves. I think we'll want Serene Gerard. Breton girl, whip smart and good with tinkering. Fascination with the Dwemer. Weapons in particular. Last I knew, she was out in the Reach. Convinced she was about to find the biggest dwarven ruins yet. Might
She'll
need
help
a
us?
little convincing, but she should. You'll also want to find Gunmar. Big brute of a Nord. Hates vampires almost as much as I do. Got it into his head years back that his experience with animals would help. Trolls in particular, from what I hear. Last I knew, he was out scouring Skyrim for more beasts to tame. Bring the two of them back here, and we can get started on coming up with a plan.
Advice for a new vampire
There's
hunter?
one thing worth remembering.
Don't get bit.
When it comes to vampires, if you're sloppy or careless, you're dead. I've lasted this long because I don't take chances. I cover my tracks and I keep my eyes open. If you're smart, you'll do the same. Keep your
Okay.
eyes open.
Oops.
Fine, Serene.
Recruit Gunmar, recruit Serene Gerard. We can probably do that, right? We can do that. Follow Stone Cave. Well, that's ideal. We've been here before and it's cleared. What are you doing?
You there! Hold fast! I've tracked this damned bear for 2 weeks. I'll not let it have any more victims. Isran
Isran needs
needing
your
someone
helps.
else's help. Never thought I'd hear that. I'm afraid he's a few years too late. I've moved on. I have more important business to attend to.
Like killing this bear.
Besides, he can handle anything alone. He assured me so himself. What could he possibly need my help with?
Up against
Vampire.
vampires.
Well, that might change things. Tell me more about what's going on.
We're not sure, but they have an Elder Scroll.
Alright, look. I'll consider it. But I can't just leave this bear to prey on more Once it's dealt with, then perhaps I'll see what Isran expects of me. Watch yourself.
Help Gunmar.
This bear is vicious.
Okay. Thank you. Where shouts? Still got Cold Dragon on. Relenting Force, please. Where is this bear? Again, this looks familiar. I guess I've cleared this place before, so it will look familiar, won't it? feel like I killed a giant down here before. Further into this cave. Oh my god. Bear? Hello, bear. Okay. Doesn't sound like a very nice bear, does it? Oh god, there's multiple bears. Wow. Okay. Let's go do a headset adjustment. Noticing after a period of time, now it's a bit longer, this headset is causing some mild discomfort on my head. Maybe we'll get used to it. The bears are
I don't
dead.
know how well I'd have managed by myself. You have my thanks. You've helped me, so I suppose the least I can do is find out what Isran wants. He's still at that fort near Stendar's beacon, I assume.
Yep.
Of course. He's been working his own... I'll meet you.
Yeah, okay, get out of here. Must come a different way to us, because this is not the way that we came in here. How did you get up here? Whoa. Looked like a steeper drop for a second there. Right, then we have to go and source, recruit somebody else. Shall we go here and see if we can just climb down? Bam! Scale around these rocks. Learn route. When I first started playing Skyrim, I picked those things up thinking they were going to be as important as they were in Oblivion. Don't feel like they are? Maybe I'm wrong. Never really found a use for them. Other than making potions. Feels like dragon spawning territory. What the hell? What's going on? What did I just say? What did I just say? That's a sign you've played too much Skyrim. Can't be bothered. Where even is it? Oh my, we're gonna die. Well, the most tactical dragon fighting you've probably ever seen, but gets it out the way. I feel like I wanted them to be cooler, but because they were so constant, it kind of took it away from me. Dead ass needs to be around the other side of this mountain. Is there a better place for us to get with that in mind? Not really. I think I've never explored this half of the map. Is that a rock? No. Squeeze through here. Come on, let me through. Definitely not the most efficient way to get to this place, is it? What are we stuck on? Seem to be stuck. Is that the edge of the map or something? Okay. But you know what? We're going to go over here and walk from there because I can't be bothered to keep dealing with this. We are over the hour mark which has flown, which probably makes it a good time to begin to wrap anyway. As much as I would actually love to continue, could probably leave it at that one. So this is probably going to end, assuming all the audio sounds good, end the tests for audio, do a few more play arounds with visuals. What I can do is jump into Markarth. What we can do maybe is just start at the front gate. We'll do some walking up until around this fire pit, and then we'll start to run, and we'll see what impact that has on the visuals. And then we've got something to kind of test against if we go around. Okay. Yeah, so we'll do a few more visual tests. We'll do a few more different tests with intentional content, like having an actual plan, a game that we're actually trying to complete, opposed to me just picking a game that I find easy to play. And then that should then move us into actually start to release some of the content. So we've already got some shorts and things like that we can open it up to making it a little bit more discoverable, making a bit more of a more content, relaxed space for people to come and chill out in from 7:30 till 9 o'clock. Every day, every other day, we'll see how it goes. But other than that, anyone that ever comes across these, thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.